was it that was talking trash before the match? Rodrigo? Look at that. Look at all that trash talk. All for nothing, man. This Brazil team, you think that Brazil team is going to win the World Cup? Who seriously thinks this Brazil team's going to win the World Cup? They are awful. No midfield whatsoever. Completely outplayed, out of the park. Enough. It's done. It's official. Argentina are back-to-back World Cup champions. Beat Uruguay and Brazil without GOAT King Lionel Messi, and Colombia's 28-match unbeaten run in the Copa America final without Lionel Messi after his injury. Argentina are the consecutive world champions, back-to-back World Cups. Nobody is stopping Argentina. Julian Alvarez is growing right in front of our eyes. He is playing every day for Atletico Madrid. Rodrigo de Paul in that midfield too. Cristiano Romero. This team is going to win back-to-back. McAllister again. This team just gets more and more and more experienced. Argentina are back-to-back World Cup champions. It is over. Pele died. His last match, he retired. Santos against the New York Cosmos. Santos retired officially in a friendly against Santos at the old Giant Stadium across the street from the new Giants Stadium. It's not really new anymore. It opened in 2011, right across the street from where Pele played his last ever match. Lionel Messi is the first to do so. For the first time in 64 years, we see a back-to-back World Cup champion. And again, that's what's going to happen after the death of Diego Maradona. 6 World Cup appearances, 2 titles. GOAT Lionel Messi. North America is 62. I think it's Santiago, Chile. That's Camacho 62 as well. That was your 1962 World Cup final. And again, 3 years and 4 months after the Inter Miami contract, it is Messi that wins the repeat. He's going to win the back-to-back at MetLife Stadium. This is review because if you know the World Cup, you can talk about this years before it even happens. Like I did, like over 3 years before Messi won, I was talking about it in 2018, 2019. And today and last year, while Copa America was happening, I was talking about World Cup. He won 34 trophies with Barcelona too. Lionel Messi, the Jules, whatever that preseason trophy. We don't count that preseason trophy. He won't. The MLS Cup doesn't end until November, so it's meaningless. February, March, April, the beginning of MLS is literally meaningless because that's the first half of the season. That's meaningless. Messi will, when he's playing club during that time, you see November, then they start the World Cup. They end club in late May, June, and then you begin the World Cup in June. You see, this is not happening. Messi's going to rest for a couple of months before 2026 because they're not ending the club season in the US. Their season begins in late February. So February, March, April, May is meaningless. Messi doesn't have to play. He can rest anytime he wants to from February to May. He can win the World Cup in July, and then he can win another MLS Cup August, September, October, November. Yeah, the MLS Cup ends in early December, usually. Messi's going to win this World Cup. And now we don't even know if Finalissima is official. We don't even know if the game is going to be played yet because they're struggling to integrate it into the football calendar because of the UEFA Nations League and then your World Cup qualifiers. So they're having a hard time squeezing that game in the calendar because you see Spain was in the UEFA Nations League, so they couldn't play Finalissima during this time. So we don't know if there's going to be a Finalissima yet. I hope a Finalissima gets to be played, but I hope Messi and Argentina play Spain in the World Cup knockouts. If they don't play a Finalissima, I hope to see it in the World Cup knockouts, and Messi's going to outshine them all, and he can never surpass him. Messi's going to legendary free kick was what I predicted to win the World Cup final. I like England in the final, but really, I don't care who's in the final. It can be anybody, but at the least, Messi wins the free kick, the legendary free kick in the World Cup final. And if it's England, then Diego Maradona is smiling heavily because England loses and then they suffer the torture again. We'll see if it's official, but if there's Finalissima, Messi's winning it. Messi's winning it. No ifs or buts. But this Brazil team is terrible. They're not going anywhere near that World Cup in 2026. They are god awful. Maybe no good midfielder's going to come through until 4 years from now, 6 years from now, but Brazil are not winning anything until 2034. Hendrick will get his World Cup. Yamal and Hendrick are one of the top golden boys of the game. Yamal's going to win it in 2030. He's going to win a scripted World Cup. He may even win Nations League this year. 2030, really? Spain, France, and Spain are the contenders for 2030. France are not contenders in 2026. Yamal's going to beat Mbappe again in Nations League. I like England, Argentina, England. It could be anybody for all we know. He beat Netherlands twice. The one team he hasn't really played yet is England. I mean, if there wasn't going to be any Finalissima, then they're just planning on Argentina, England for the 2026 World Cup is my theory. The Brazil are terrible. They are not winning until 2034. Carnival has a rich history of winning the World Cup at the Americas. So it was at the United States of America, at America, at the Azteca at Mexico City. The World Cup's held at North America. But what do I remember? USA, Brazil won. Last time it was at America. 1970 was Azteca. Okay. Let's rewind the tape. The pattern goes like this. Brazil won Mexico City, 1970. North Central America. Argentina won 1986. Mexico. So you're Brazil, then Argentina, then Brazil at United States, 1994. Argentina win at USA. Brazil won these two World Cups at Mexico. And in Argentina, they won a World Cup at Mexico. They won one at USA. Same thing with Argentina. They win one at Mexico at Azteca, and they win at the United States. So that's really the one pattern that I'm looking at. And I just think that Bull is going to win back-to-back World Cups in the Middle East because the Middle East, they're against, uh, liberal democratic values, and they don't, the LGBT kind of thing. So um, Brazil it is in 2034 at Saudi Arabia. He won't even be 30, Endrick, in 2034. So they're going to be good in 2034. Brazil are going to win 32 years later. There are 32 million people in Saudi Arabia. Brazil is 32. They're going to win the World Cup in 2034. Hopefully, the World Cup concludes in December. I like it when these World Cups conclude right before Christmas. It's just a magical time of year for everybody. Seeing Argentina win 2022, one of the best holiday seasons ever in the history of the planet. They're saying that this World Cup could be pushed all the way to February in 2035 because of the religious holiday, Ramadan. So we'll see if this World Cup's going to be played, the final, if they go from December to February, or if they go from November to December. So it's a long, long ways away. We'll find out when they're actually going to play the 2034 World Cup. Messi's got to win a summer World Cup. He's got to win a winter World Cup. He's got to win a summer and a winter World Cup. Nobody's going to win back-to-back World Cups again. Now, France has no chance. They're going to get Zidane. Croatia is done. I mean, he will not every great player, wins the World Cup. That's just life. I mean, did Paolo Maldini win the World Cup? The best defender ever, they say, 5 Champions League titles, but Paolo Maldini didn't win the World Cup. Sometimes great players they don't win the World Cup. Iron Robin, great player, didn't win the World Cup. It happens. He's out partying, faking injuries with PSG, so he don't take himself as seriously as Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, yeah, Pele died and Neymar's career is over, and Santos are going to win some championships, sometime after Pele died. So they'll probably win the top Brazilian championship, but this has nothing to do with Brazil in 2026. We just have to use common sense that Brazil is terrible. In Argentina, are playing, they're beating the best of the best in South America without Lionel Messi. All 3 of them, Uruguay, Brazil, and Colombia in the Copa America final, beating all 3 without Lionel Messi. Against UEFA, that's where Lionel Messi comes into hand. You need your Lionel Messi against these other nations in UEFA. These guys grew up idolizing Lionel Messi. The current starting lineup on the team, these guys want Messi to be a part of it. Scaloni certainly said he wants Messi to be a part of this. He's going to be a part of it, but it's not worth risking. This is about his health. So Messi is going to do what's in the best interest for him in his World Cup aspiration and to play out his Inter Miami contract. I think it runs to like the end of 2027. So it's two things. It's one, he can always play a year or two in Argentina after his Inter Miami contract is over. He may want to play with Newell's boys again. He will want to play through the World Cup and he will want to play through another season with Inter Miami. I will. I don't give a damn about no health or any of that. Lionel Messi is going to be fully fit for this World Cup coming up. You have a couple months off after the MLS season. Spend time with the family. Have Christmas. No club happening during December. So Messi is at peak happiness. He returns to MLS, gets a few games, and he doesn't have to play every week. They rest the guy for the World Cup. That's why Tata Martino is there, Argentina manager. He's going to do what's in the best of Argentina and Lionel Messi. Inter Miami don't, and they're winning these games without Lionel Messi too. Inter Miami, it's not like they need him every week to win. Inter Miami, they have other talented players from Europe that make it really easy. I think MLS has weak pup defending, really bad pup defending. It's schoolboy stuff out there sometimes. Inter Miami make it look really easy. So, okay, the record in the final is it is 3-3 today. It will be 4-3 when Argentina win the final. Messi is GOAT. He is champion. He is the campione. The finals technically held at the state of New Jersey. It's like they're 5 or 10 minutes outside of New York City, but the finals going to be held at the state of New Jersey. New Jersey was admitted as a state on December the 18th, the same date of the last World Cup final. So, and Messi last day is 43. So this is all lined up for Messi to beat GOAT. Plus, the U.S. President Donald Trump is a 34-time felon. And Messi can win World Cup in his 34th career match. Messi is born in the year of the rabbit, 1987. The rabbit is the number 4 position in the Chinese zodiac. So I do like that 4th World Cup for Lionel Andres Messi. The greatest winter, greatest Christmas ever, greatest summer ever, man. Hell yeah. Argentina, the world's the Cristiano Pinado fans, Donald fans, they belong in asylum. They have not fully recovered. Did FIFA tell Brazil to lay down without Messi, huh? FIFA told Messi to get hurt in Copa America final, but FIFA blew the whistle, free kick, Netherlands. FIFA wanted the game to go to extra time. Oh, wow. Man, they're deluded. FIFA just told Brazil to lay down. Look at these Donald fans' logic. Look at them. It's over 2 years later, and they're still crying. They're still crying about the World Cup. Imagine how Cristina Penalta is going to respond to that, how he's going to react to that. Look at him selling out to a country that commits human rights violations. And they treat women like second class citizens. That's the country he went to. And Messi, he went to America. He wants to follow Pele's lead to be an ambassador to the game of football in North America. Lionel Messi is continuing to hope to spread awareness and create more fans of the game in the United States of America and maybe Canada too. They're really big into hockey. Now, this World Cup format, I guess, is a joke because I guess three teams are into the knockout, or maybe half of the teams in third. I know they do that thing, and the UEFA Euro, they kind of do the same thing. So we'll see how it goes with this group stage. But I think the group stage is less meaningful under the new World Cup format. And Argentina going to do the business. Brazil will not win until 2034. Remember, the Rio Ronaldo won the World Cup in 2002. We're not talking about the Portuguese diva. We are talking about Ronaldo Nazario. Ronaldo Nazario is 34, and Brazil win next World Cup in 2034. Brazil ain't gonna win anything as long as Lionel Messi's here. Messi's the king, and he's the GOAT, and he's the king of world football. And now it's only right. Why didn't I mention this? Maradona scored 34 international goals with Argentina, and Diego Maradona 62, last repeat in 62. Messi's 34th World Cup match in the final, MetLife 34. Remember, Maradona scored 34 goals with Argentina. This is the ritual. Back-to-back World Cup. Diego Maradona 62, last back-to-back in 1962. This was the last time a World Cup was won back-to-back. Argentina are winning the next World Cup without a shadow of the doubt. Today makes it blatantly obvious. Brazil are a joke. This was a joke performance. This team is over its head. They had a terrible performance in Copa America. They had a terrible performance this weekend. Argentina had themselves a great week. I'm curious what match this would be for Lino Scaloni too, but as far as the death from Diego Maradona, the death of Diego Maradona to the World Cup final is just over 6 years and 7 months later, and Maradona 67, Lionel 67. The 68th month would be championship. That championship 68. Messi isn't going to be a sub. This guy is going to be a starter for Argentina. Messi doesn't need to score. Argentina have guys who can score. Messi is just simply going to put the ball and create great opportunities for his teammates. This is the ideal situation, is that Argentina don't need Messi to score. All they need is Messi to have great build-up play, and it's all going to open up for the rest of them. Alvarez, Lautaro, Martinez, Rodrigo, De Paul, that warrior in the midfield doing the dirty work, the scrappy work. You need these kind of guys. Who's that guy for Brazil? We don't know. Great forward line, but these guys at the back who will suffer. What lineup did Argentina play today? Of course, Paredes. Otamendi's still there. This guy still played 2026. This guy's a tank. He scored against Barcelona too with Benfica in Champions League. Almada, I don't think he played last World Cup. I wonder where he came from. Okay, Lyon are a big club in France. He plays for Lyon. Okay, I'll learn who he is when we get the 2026. He didn't feature in Copa America. Hey, they got son of Diego Simeone in the team. This really is the greatest golden generation ever in the history of the world. Argentina, 4 trophies, including the Finalissima, the 2 Copa Americas, the World Cup. Got to add a World Cup and hopefully another Finalissima. Hopefully they can play Finalissima in March next year. If you say so, I hope they play Finalissima. Messi needs the 6 major trophies, like Michael Jordan, 6 NBA championships. Messi's got to get that 6 trophies somewhere. 2 Finalissima, 2 Copa America, 2 World Cup titles. Argentina are 1 World Cup behind Brazil. I think I have that correct. The region is called the Meadowlands. The Meadowlands is hosting the final. Isn't today Scaloni's 86 match in his career as Argentina manager? The Meadowlands 54. I can see Brazil 5, Argentina 4. That 10th win over Brazil, 31 points. Lino 31, Brazil 6 wins, 5 losses. Messi 65, 10 points ahead of Brazil. Argentina are well ahead, already qualified for the World Cup. I guess the position in the qualifier table could relate. It may have something to do with the draw, maybe. Maybe they put these teams in pots where they finish. Doesn't mean much if they finish in second or whatever. But even when they play their backups, they can easily win these other games. All the Argentina haters, they have nothing to say right now about this team. They were rooting for the end, but this is a team of destiny. Argentina, back-to-back World Cup wins. And the MLS calendar is perfect to be well rested before the World Cup. And at some point, Lionel Messi will have to get the 51 trophies. I think he's at 44 or something. He's at 44 trophies. He's got to get the 51. He could get the 51 at he may go back to Newell's Old Boys or something like that. He'll win 51 trophies in his career. Gamatri's going to say he's going to do that. What about this tournament they're in against these Mexican teams? Could he win that? Maybe. Whatever they did in the offseason, hopefully Inter Miami have improved the midfield. They have a midfield that will win back possession more than they did last year. There's no doubt the gold is going to get the job done. He will. All of these are signs that in a practical sense, Argentina can and will be able to win back-to-back World Cups. When you can beat Colombia's 28-match unbeaten streak in the Copa America final, we can beat Uruguay and Brazil without Lionel Messi, you can win and will win the back-to-back World Cup. Let's go, Messi. Let's go. He's going to do it. Right across the street from where Pele played his last match, Messi achieves the next first back-to-back World Cup wins since 1962. Messi is the Messiah. Do you believe in the Messiah? I do. All rise, King Messi.